again heading out on another adventure, this time back into one of our all-time favourite spots, at the Newnes campground in the Wallamai National Park. We had been anticipating this trip for ages, and it was the first group trip we had done in 5 whole months. Newnes has to be one of the greatest four-wheel drive destinations in New South Wales, and our visit this time will further prove that statement. Now we are back here at the Newnes campground in the Wallamai National Park. We've got Jacko back here again. Absolutely beautiful this place is. Look, even the wildlife's coming out here. Got Jarrod up there on the roof, and we missed this place a lot. This is the first time that we've gotten out in a while. We're going to be camped here for the weekend, hitting some tracks, cooking up some awesome feeds for you guys. Anyway, we're not going to waste any more time. We want to set up while the sun's still up, so let's get into it. Alright, let's take a look at the new setup that the Pajero is running for this trip. So this one, of course, Pajero here, we have this brand new XTM 270 degree awning that you would have just seen us set up before. Of course, running the crash pad swag as per normal. Got a table this time coming out of the back of the car, and of course the regular setup in the back there with the fridge, the food and all that. Now, this is the first time setting up this enormous batwing awning off-road, so we'll see how it goes in this trip, how it handles with the rain, the weather. And the one thing that I've noticed so far is these poles, they're probably not designed for lifted vehicles, but anyway, this is the setup that we're running now. I think that it looks a million times better than it did before, so I'm pretty keen to see how it goes in such this beautiful spot here. Sunset on the Newnes Plateau, can't get too much better than that. So we finally cracked the cold one open, Great Northern here, while we watch Tomsy set up the coffin. Unfortunately, he's been dealt the short end of the stick for this one, and we're rolling out the old coffin. We'll get to why we call that later. Let's just enjoy this moment while sipping on this tasty beer. Alright, good morning everyone. Have a look at this beautiful view here. The forecast said it was supposed to absolutely hammer down. Yeah, right. No one believes the weather app, right? Anyway, the cavalry has arrived late last night. Here it is. First trip out. Big Bravo. It's going to be pulling out all the Nissans today. I hope, anyway. So we're going to get some breakfast going and then head out to the tracks. Just have a look at this primitive setup. You can tell we're from Western Sydney. Anyway, let's get into it. Alright, so here we are heading out to the tracks, and on Walgan Road the corrugations are just absolutely horrendous, so we're taking it nice and slow. Now on this trip we've got a fair few people with us. First of all, we've got Lockie back out here in the big patrol. We've got Dad out here in the Bravo, Jake in the Navara, Daniel in the Navara, and Riley in the HiLux. Now you'll be seeing these guys tackle all the obstacles as well, so just so you know who they are. Anyway, we hope to be out on the head of the trail soon. We'll be heading out probably to the Lost City because we've got a couple of people who haven't seen that yet. And then we're going to drop Jarrod and Nathan off at the Glowworm Tunnel to do something real crazy. They really want to do the hiking trail that goes from the Glowworm Tunnel back to the Newnes campground. So I'm going to drop them off and they're going to do that crazy thing while we hit some more tracks in the afternoon. So we'll see you when we're airing down. We had an absolutely awesome weather turnout for this trip. We were expecting rain the whole time. We were all airing down to 25 psi as Lachlan had advised us that the tracks were fairly washed out compared to even the last time we were here just a few months ago. Fully aired down and sun blaring, we were ready for whatever the Newnes State Forest had to throw at us. How good are these trails out here? There's some real gnarly stuff out here now. The tracks have completely washed out. We're having some fun out here. Everyone's going well so far. Welcome ladies and gentlemen now out to the Lost City. We finally got out here. We took the wrong track again. That's the second time that we've taken the wrong track. But just have a look at this view here. Isn't this absolutely amazing? There's all the cars there behind us, including the Bravo. It survived. And now we're just going to cook up some lunch. And then who knows what. I guess we'll see after that. Anyway, show you around this place. Alright guys, we just finished lunch out at the Lost City. What an amazing view that we had. The weather is crystal clear. And that shows you how reliable the old weather app is. It said it was supposed to storm this weekend. However, look at it. It's absolutely sun blazing now. Awesome lunch we had out there with an awesome view. We are just now heading back down towards the glowworm tunnel so that we can drop Jarrod and Nathan off to do the hike. Now they have been really wanting to, especially Jarrod, do that hike for so long, the last 2 times that we've been here at least, and so we're going to let them do that. Now after we drop them off, we are thinking about doing one more trail out here called Sunnyside Ridge Road. However, we'll just see how time goes. I can't guarantee that we'll do that, but it's on the cards, just depends how long it'll take. And then if we don't decide to do it, then we'll be heading back to camp, cooking up a dinner for you guys, playing some cricket and cracking open a few cold ones. So hopefully we have a good rest of the day. Anyway, let's keep cracking. Right, time to send Jarrod and Nathan off down to the glowworm tunnel. Yep. Now their estimated time of arrival back at camp's around 7, so we hope to be there back around 6. It's currently 3:30. Had a couple of issues out on the tracks that I need to go back and attend to, which you'll see in a minute, but just farewell these guys. Safe travels. You'll see parts of their walk towards the end of the video. You'll see pictures, videos, anything interesting from the walk. We may even do it again tomorrow. So we just had Lockie out here on the tracks. Unfortunately he has busted a couple of wheel bearings in the big patrol, so he'll be heading back now. Lucky we had the toolkit out here to fix it. Anyway, she'll live to see another day, but Lockie will be heading back tonight, so we're going to head back to camp now. I've just dropped Jarrod and Nathan off at the glowworm tunnel. Got the mighty Bravo over here ready to tear up the track home. Well, here we are, made it out off the tracks today. What a big day this has been. Just airing up now. We've had a day of catastrophe out there in terms of breakdowns. We had Lockie break down, unfortunately. We also just had the compressor blow a hose, and so out of a day of slight misfortunes, I think we made the most of it. The Pajero and the Bravo are both still alive. That's good. The Bravo's first trip out since we got it, and I think he's pretty happy with it. At least there'll be a few things that are going to get changed, I'm sure, but for now we're just going to air up and head back. So hopefully Jarrod and Nathan will be almost back by the time we get back. At least that's the plan anyway, but we'll see, and we'll see you back at the campground. So now, just as we're airing up, we've had another issue. Jake's nav has had an oil leak appear. It looks to be that the oil filter has just come loose a little bit. It's all glossy around the outside and looks like it's dripping from there. Anyway, hopefully we can get this sorted and get back to camp before the sun goes down. It looks like this day has been burdened with issues, but it's still been a really good one, let's be honest. The weather come out nicely for us and it's been great. So on the road back to camp now, hitting the corrugations, and we just picked up this hitchhiker. He was just walking along the road with this other fella, and the other fella jumped in the Bravo with Dad, and we picked up this one. Said they were doing some walking track with really nice views, so yeah, how nice are we?
What an awesome day out on the tracks in the Newnes State Forest. After a day of awesome four-wheeling and unfortunate breakdowns, we enjoyed an awesome dinner and the beautiful sunset that the Newnes campground had to offer. Although the trip wasn't quite over yet, late Saturday night we had our final guest arrive, Sayama in his awesome NP300 Navara. Tune in next week for part 2 and to see this awesome rig in action and one of the most amazing tracks we have ever done. Thank you guys for tuning in, and as always we will see you in the next adventure.